Welcome to Sports Jam.
Everybody get up, it's time for sports now.
We got a real show going down.
Welcome to the Sports Jam.
It's your chance, talk and rant.
It's the Sports Jam.
All right.
Cut.
Hey, man, you can't get any better than that.
All right. Yeah, Debbie Wargo on the vocals there with Steven Tyler in-house at WJOB doing our intro for us. No, just kidding. That's Pat Renwick. How about Pat and Debbie? You think they should go on American Idol together as a duo?
I think they should go on X Factor.
Ooh.
Because they got some physical skills.
Right.
Pat with his guitar.
They would not win because of their vocals. They would win for pure entertainment, I believe.
Probably. And Angel helped us out on that intro, so thanks to Angel.
Yes. Thank you, Angel. On hell.
Welcome to the Sports Jam. This is episode 2. The date is June 14th.
Sure.
June 14th.
Sure.
Let's roll with that. And the Hawks were a big winner. They won game one of the Stanley Cup Finals in 3 overtimes.
3 overtimes. What a game.
The 5th longest game in Stanley Cup history.
Was that about 54 minutes I saw? 52?
What, for the whole game?
For the whole game.
No. Each period's 20. It was like 92 minutes or something.
I was looking at something else, I guess I saw.
I think 92 minutes, if my math serves me correctly. And we got to see Rask for the first time. Tuukka Rask.
Right.
And he did pretty well, honestly.
I was impressed.
He did pretty well.
Making some pretty good saves. But Corey Crawford, man, look at those saves he had in that 3rd overtime. The puck was all over the place, and he's just diving, going on the ground. You got Marian Hossa in the goal, blocking shots.
I think Oduya had a block in the crease.
I mean, everybody was doing it.
It was I really think the Hawks stole one there. I really think so.
Easily.
I think they could have lost 4 or 5 times in overtime. In overtime.
They came out very soft, very slow. I thought the game was in slow motion at first when I was watching it. That's how slow they were. But Andrew Shaw, as you said earlier.
I didn't say it earlier.
Well, you said it outside before the show. He's always moving fast.
Yeah.
His head is
like his hair's on fire every time he steps out on the ice. But it was pretty good. Pretty good game. Obviously, I stayed at Bridges till 12:45, something like that. Where they're real late. You were at home, right?
I was at my buddy's house watching it.
Stay awake through the whole thing?
Of course. I'm a fan.
We're real fans.
Come on now.
Bridges had some problems with their satellite for a little bit.
That's what I heard.
But luckily for them and us, it was only out before the game. It was out for about a half hour. Came back before puck drop, and then in between periods, it was out, and then it came back. So we actually didn't miss. I think we missed a total of 30 seconds of game time, which wasn't too bad.
That's not bad.
I can live with that for the 94 minutes, 92 minutes of game time.
Right.
And they missed 30 seconds. I think we'll live.
I was at my buddy's house in where's he live? Crown Point.
What's his exact address?
Crown Point. No, that's Munster. My bad.
What's his house number?
I do not know. I have no idea. He lives in an apartment in Munster. They did not lose any power there, but I got home 12:30ish, and my father is passed out on the bed with all the lights on in the house. I went to wake him up, and he goes, "What? Who won?" I'm like, "Dad, are you kidding me?" He goes, "Yeah, well, I fell asleep." I go, "The Hawks won 3 overtimes." He goes, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." He was so mad. So, hopefully.
Calling out your dad on the air.
Yeah, why not?
What has he done for you?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so Crawford had 63 shots come his way, saved 60 of them. Rask had 54 shots, saved 50. 2 of the goals really weren't on him, though. They had the one by Oduya late in the 3rd, I believe
Off
it was.
The skate.
off the defenseman's skate. The shot was probably 3 feet wide,
Easily.
just angled right in. That was so lucky. And then the final goal was Shaw. It was who shot it? Was it
Roosevelt shot it.
Roosevelt
Deflected off a Bolin.
off Bolin and then off of Shaw.
And then off of Shaw's shin pad.
Yeah, off his shin pad and in. And sometimes that's just how the puck falls.
That's how it goes.
And we got to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it any day of the week.
I'm not one to believe in fate and all that stuff, but that game yesterday, there were so many pucks.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. That were right in front of the net, and the Bruins could not put it in.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like stroke of luck.
I felt like the Hawks had that same situation all the time, too. I mean, their defense is so good for Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, every time the Hawks get it.
Bergeron's a great defender.
Yeah. Chara's there.
Chara is just the condor that he is on defense.
He's a beast.
Unbelievable. So the game puck, who are you giving it to?
Andrew Shaw. Gotta go with.
For the shin pad? Andrew Shaw's shin pad?
Andrew Shaw's shin pad gets the
game puck.
Gets the puck. How about you?
I'm taking Crawford because he was unbelievable in overtime.
He was.
He had I think he had a lot of luck going his way, but he was just unstoppable at points. And he was just throwing his legs and arms around and blocking everything. And the awareness it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Boston easily could have won that game in overtime.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they
what I'm
missed
saying.
what?
I feel like we really stole a game there. So if we stole a game, then I think when we're on point and when Boston's maybe looking a little sluggish, we'll just take it to them.
Right.
I'm still sticking with my 6th game.
I'm still sticking with my 7.
You still think 7? You think they're going to win on my birthday?
7. Yep.
Alrighty. Now it's time to meet Sam, our intern. We are interns, and this is our intern's intern. So, Sam, you want to run in here real quick? Hop in a chair. All right, Sam, why don't you tell us your name, where you go to school, what interests you?
My name is Sam Sapita.
You can step a little closer.
My name is Sam Sapita. I go to Bishop Knoll Institute, and I like baseball, and I like basketball, even though I'm not very good at it. But I swim, and I run cross country and play baseball for Bishop Knoll.
You like football too, right?
Yeah, I like football. I just, I'm too skinny for that. So,
So who are your favorite teams? Obviously, Yankees.
For baseball, I like the Yankees. Yeah, it's basically America's take on the Yankees. And for football, I like the Chicago Bears. Got to go with the local team.
Okay.
And basketball, I like the Lakers. Kobe Bryant's my favorite player. So,
Lakers and the Yankees.
Yeah, 2 most hated teams in sports.
Oh my gosh. I guess you watch ESPN.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so what's your favorite sports moment?
Well, my favorite sports moment watching is pretty funny. When I was 9 years old, I went to the Yankee-Sox game.
And when you were 9 years old, this was like 2005 or something?
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
And my favorite player at the time was Tony Womack on the Yankees, second baseman.
Nice.
And No Name came in for Tony Womack, and I booed him. And it happened to be Robinson Cano.
Really?
So I booed Robinson Cano in his first time coming in. And then later, like 3 years later, I went to see the Reds Brewers game. It was in Milwaukee. And the second baseman, my favorite player in the Brewers, Bill Hall, second baseman. And they put in this No Name for Bill Hall. I booed him because I like Bill Hall. Well, it was Ryan Braun because he played second base at the time. So, if a prospect comes in and he gets booed, I guess it's good luck.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was going to say. So if you see Sam at a game and he boos someone, superstar.
Next time you go to a Cubs game,
boo everyone.
Everybody who comes in.
I'm going to boo Brett Jackson.
Everybody that comes in.
Maybe that'll stop him from striking out every bit.
All right, so what about so that's your favorite sports moment ever, is just booing players?
I think, and the fact that
not any of your teams winning.
Well, I mean, I was never on any good little league teams. I was like Mike, and
ooh, shots fired.
When I was I was at the
fired.
Brewers game, I tried to get Jeff Supon's autograph, and he totally rejected me for McDonald's because the bullpen had McDonald's, and he said I'm going to meet McDonald's, and he left me. I didn't get an autograph from Jeff Suppan.
You probably would have been like his first autograph.
So he's probably my least favorite pitcher of all time.
Yeah,
Jeff Suppan.
All right, well, you're going to be our producer, taking phone calls next week when we finally go live. We're going to see how that works. You're also going to be our stat guy when one of us blanks on something. You're going to furiously type at your keyboard.
It'll be furious.
Furiously typing, getting those stats for us. So let's take a break real quick, and we'll be back with the Sports Jam on WJOB AM 1230 in Hammond, Indiana.
For a fast and friendly car wash, go to Easy Clean Car Wash. 5 regular washes for only $20, 5 ultimate washes for only $25, or take advantage of our unlimited wash for only $19.99 per month. 1 ultimate wash per day, every day, a $300 value. It's fast, easy, convenient, safe, soft, and gentle. Free vacuuming, carpet shampooer, air freshener, and towel with every wash. Looking for a perfect gift? Easy Clean Car Wash has gift cards on sale now. For more information and coupons, visit myeasyclean.com or stop by one of our 3 locations, Highland, Cherville, and Lansing.
Hello, this is Raimundo Garcia, the busboy from El Taco Real. For almost 40 years now, El Taco Real has strived to be the most consistent restaurant we can be. Clean, great service, and the same high-quality Mexican fare possible. However, one of the best-kept secrets is that we occasionally offer off-the-menu weekend specials. We have an upscale huachinango, or red snapper, with a pineapple mango compote, and a stir-fried shrimp fajita platter in a chipotle cream. For dessert, my grandmother Cuca's capirotada, or bread pudding, is like none that you've ever had. So next time you're at Taco Real, ask your server for the off-the-menu specials, or ask for me, the busboy, and I'll stop whatever I'm doing and come down and tell you what we have.
Includes daily specials, fresh seafood, and hand-cut meats. Daily soups are made from scratch, and it's open from 6 a.m. all the way till midnight. Catering is also available, so call Danny or Bobby at 219-836-4009, the Commander Restaurant, Ridge and Calumet in Munster.
I want to be like the pretty people on my TV.
Now you can.
All I need are gleaming white teeth.
We can help you.
Can you find the right dentist for me?
Dr. Andy Coulteritis, he does cosmetic dental.
Will he hurt me?
No, he's gentle.
I'm terrified of pain.
He's the kindest in the land.
He sounds great. Could you repeat his name?
Dr. Andy Coulteritis, 219-836-1111.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Jam on WJOB. Next, we are going to go to Sam for some NBA Finals talk. Mike and I, not that well versed in basketball, but Sam is our guy for this. So, Tell us about the NBA Finals. What's going on? It's a 2-2 series right now.
Correct.
After yesterday's game.
And I was so well prepared to talk about how they were defending LeBron. They held LeBron to 18, 17, and 15 points respectively in the first 3 games. So I was like, okay, they're doing a pretty good job.
Right.
Well, being LeBron, he dropped 33 last night. So I'm like, what am I going to talk about now? What I'm going to talk about is, first of all, first 3 games. Kawhi Leonard, rookie from San Diego State, doing a great job on LeBron. Holding him to under 20 points is ridiculous. But you can't contain LeBron for a long amount of time because he's excellent. He's a physical specimen.
You did say he had a triple-double, though, right? In at least the first game, maybe some of the other ones?
Because he's not going to have a bad game. He's the king.
So he wasn't necessarily taking the game over, but he was spreading.
He had to rely on other people to do scoring as well, and that's where you need the big 3 to come in. It can't just be LeBron, like we saw in Cleveland. It can't just be him. That's why they got swept when he was in the finals with Cleveland. So basically, yesterday's game, it kind of the big 3 stepped up. You saw Dwayne Wade with that big game, and so the big 3 need to step up if they want to take over the series. They started Mike Miller yesterday instead of Udonis Haslem, which was a surprise, and he didn't have any points in 21 minutes. So they need key players to step up for the Heat if they want to continue to win against the Spurs.
So you think the series is going 7?
I do, and I think the Spurs will take it in 7.
Do you think they'll take it, or do you hope they'll take it?
I also hope they'll take it because, like America, I do not like the Heat and LeBron.
What about you, Mike? What do you think about LeBron? Do we have enough time?
Sure, why not? Yeah, we don't, actually. Yeah, I'm not a big LeBron James fan, as I said earlier. Yeah, to go on national TV and say, hey, I'm going to go here and play, you don't do that. Michael Jordan didn't do that. Magic Johnson didn't do that. Larry Bird didn't do that. They didn't play on the same team together. They played against each other because they wanted to compete. All right? LeBron James, Chris Bosh should have stayed with their teams. If LeBron James is still in Cleveland, I have no problem with him. But that's just me.
But do you think that, okay, you said Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, they didn't have the same kind of press conference. I assume you're talking about the press conference where he announced where he's going. Right. But they also didn't change teams at the peak of their career, correct?
Correct. Stayed with their team. Which is
noble in itself, but that probably has something to do with it. The fact that because Jordan ended up playing for someone else, right? At the end,
was with the Wizards after he retired.
And even though he was considered the greatest player, he wasn't gonna go and say, "Hey, I'm going to the Wizards now." Have a whole press conference because he wasn't at the top of his game.
Right.
So I'm kind of thinking, do you think anyone else in any other sport would do that? Like maybe, let's say, I don't know, Mike Trout in 5 years when he's a free agent.
I don't think
he would ever have anything like that if he wins, say, 3 MVPs the next 5 years?
I don't think he will. I mean, look at Peyton Manning. He left the Colts after, 15 years or whatever?
Also wasn't at the height of his game, though. I mean, still very good.
Still very good player.
But not in the middle of
he was
MVP after MVP.
Everybody talked about, okay, where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Just like we did LeBron. And he didn't go on national television and say, hey, I'm going to go here. You know, LeBron James put himself atop the NBA. He made himself bigger than the game itself.
Yeah.
That's what I have a problem with.
Okay.
See, what I think about LeBron is, I think the other players are mentioning, they didn't have to deal with being compared to Jordan. And I think LeBron James, all he needs to solidify his legacy as maybe competing for the greatest player of all time is rings. And if he wasn't getting it in Cleveland, and I don't think he would because his supporting cast wasn't that strong. So I think he kind of had to team up. I know it doesn't look as flashy as maybe Magic or Jordan basically winning it with a few supporting cast members. But the big three, I think that's his only chance of winning multiple rings.
Alrighty, thanks for the NBA talk. When's the next game?
The next game is Sunday night. It's at the AT&T Center, which is in San Antonio.
Okay, and I assume it's going to be like a 7 o'clock game.
Yeah, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Generally are. I think the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals, I think they're making their games different nights to not compete with each other. I believe that's what they're doing. So the Hawks will play Saturday, the Spurs Sunday, and then Hawks play Monday. I assume the next Spurs game would be Tuesday.
It's an exciting
Hawks
weekend.
Wednesday. So you got sports every day. Finals every day, either of the sport. All right, let's talk baseball real quick for a few minutes. The MLB Draft was last week. The Cubs had the number 2 overall pick, and they took third baseman Chris Bryant out of the University of San Diego. Chris Bryant is a huge power hitter in college. He hit 31 home runs, which, as you found out, was more than most teams.
Yeah.
Most teams in college hit. After they changed to these composite bats, it's harder for players to hit home runs. I believe I heard scoring is down something like 60% or something with these new bats, the new composite bats. They want to make it closer to wood so that way players have more true numbers to extrapolate into the majors. So you can see if a guy is hitting 40 in college, he should hit, a good amount in the pros, whereas they used to be hitting maybe like 50, let's say. I'm making that up, but if they hit 50, they may only hit 10 in the pros.
And I know from playing in high school using the BB core bats, which is like the more like wood, it's harder, it has less pop, and it's more like using a wooden bat. So
Right, yeah, they want to get people expectations more normalized to what a wooden bat would be. Like the Cape Cod leagues, I believe, are wooden bat leagues. A lot of players can showcase their talents there because it's what they're actually going to be using going forward.
True hitters.
So you get the most true
Yeah.
reading on that. So the Sox, I was going to say the Cubs, I can't believe they didn't take Jonathan Gray.
Need pitching.
They have no pitching in their minor leagues.
Or major leagues for that matter, except for
Well, but in their system, they are completely void of pitching. They have some good position players.
They do.
They got Baez, Soler. They got some other guys coming up, but they really need pitching. But it's hard to say Chris Bryant was a bad pick because he should be really good.
Yeah, I would assume so.
And I think they took the next 6 picks were pitchers. So they made up for it eventually, but they just didn't get that top of the line pitcher. But oh well. The Sox took shortstop Tim Anderson in the first round. He is out of East Central Community College. I wasn't too enthusiastic about that pick, but you'd like to think they're doing their homework. They know these guys. They know them better than me, so you'd think they made the right pick.
You got to wonder, though, competition, community college.
Yeah, that's the thing. Community college, you're not getting someone from like an SEC or a really good baseball school that they're playing top talent. Junior college, it's hard to always know how good those guys are going to be.
Then again, Bryce Harper went to one, so.
Well, yeah, he was a freak though. He went there just so he can have a earlier draft. And then the Yankees, your favorite team, they had 3 picks in the first round.
I was excited about their picks. They took Eric Jagielo.
Yep, third baseman out of Notre Dame.
Yep. Also excited because I'm a Notre Dame fan.
Right. All 3 of us actually are Notre Dame fans.
Yep, go Irish. He was the Big East Player of the Year, and his fielding's a question, which is interesting because I had heard reports that he was actually a really good fielder, but I did my research, and it seems that his fielding's a question. And they are thinking about when he makes it to the majors, they're probably going to move him to first base because he has enough power to play first base. So they're thinking maybe he could succeed Teixeira.
Yeah,
maybe.
Eventually. Then they also took center fielder Aaron Judge out of Fresno State.
Mammoth build.
Huge guy. What's he, 6'7"? 6'7".
They compare him to Blake Griffin.
Yeah, physically.
That's unbelievable.
Center field, it's gonna take him like 4 steps any ball he goes after.
Exactly. And they said his on-base percentage is incredible. He's a .451 on-base percentage in college.
Which is good, but again, it's college. Numbers are always skewed. Guys
exactly.
hit 380 in college sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is so big. He could rob home runs just standing there and just reaching over the wall.
They said he also has incredible power, that if he just uses his size and strength,
right,
he could really drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, he starts at a much higher plane with the ball. So, and then they took with the very next pick, left-handed pitcher Ian Clarkin out of Madison High School.
Controversial.
Yeah, Clarkin had some interesting thoughts about the Yankees before they picked him.
He said he actually said that he could not stand the Yankees. He said that to a reporter right before he got drafted by the Yankees. And after that, well, he was kind of speechless because, he just bashed the team he got drafted by.
Right.
But what's interesting is, it's interesting that the Yankees would draft him because he's a left-handed pitcher, and he already signed to play at University of San Diego.
Well, he's committed.
He's committed.
Right.
So why would you draft someone that is not enthusiastic about your team, that's not even guaranteed to sign? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, a lot of high school players get drafted in the first round. The Sox took Courtney Hawkins last year out of Texas in the first round out of high school, and you take high schoolers hoping they would sign, but they don't always sign because they could obviously go to college. They already have a commitment. Every high school player that got drafted here has a commitment to some college because obviously college starts in a couple months.
Yeah.
But the idea is throw enough money at them so hopefully they take your offer.
The Yankees do have enough money to throw.
They have enough money. Well, everyone, now that they've changed the draft rules, everyone has the same amount to give.
Really?
So you can't be over-slotting players as much.
Okay.
But it is weird that they would take a player that bashed their organization, especially considering he's a high schooler, because high schoolers are harder to sign.
He hasn't signed yet either, so
right,
I'm a little worried about that as a Yankees fan.
Of those guys we just talked about, Tim Anderson of the White Sox has signed, and Eric Jagielo has also signed. I believe he was a senior at Notre Dame, which is the most signable guys.
Yeah.
The seniors and the juniors in college, because they can't improve their stock very much, and they're going to graduate.
And I think, to go back on Clarkin, they think that scouts have said that his velocity is down and his control's a question. So I don't know about Clarkin. I wouldn't have drafted him because of there's so many factors you got to factor in. But I hope it works out. Yankees need some younger pitching. Their pitching staff's a little weak.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that story. All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back from the break, we'll do a little Hawks preview real quick of Game 2 on Saturday at 7. You are listening to the Sports Jam on WJOB AM 1230 in Hammond, Indiana.
Hartsfield Village, a continuing care retirement community located in Munster, offers a wealth of services and amenities to the residents to allow them to truly experience what we mean when we say living well, living wise. Hartsfield Village offers an outstanding retirement value in Northwest Indiana and Chicago Southland. Living at Hartsfield Village assures comfort and security with a lifestyle that can promote greater independence while preserving one's financial assets. The Hartsfield Village Wellness Program promotes staying actively involved mentally, physically, and socially with others with scheduled recreational and social activities. Sponsored by Community Hospital, Hartsfield Village provides its independent residents with priority access to assisted living, memory support, and nursing care if ever needed. Arrange a private tour by calling 219-934-0750.
Everything Italian. That's what you get at Giuseppe's restaurant in Cherville. Let's hear from Giuseppe himself.
We have a new concept in dining. It's called fast casual. Basically what it is an upper scale atmosphere, the ambiance. Upper scale food, pricing is a little bit less than like a fine dining. How it works is you come in, you sit down, you look at the menu. Once you decide what you want, you go up to the front, the counter, you place your order. We bring you out all your drinks. We bring you out the food, all on fine china and silverware and glass, obviously. This is fine dining quality without the price.
Giuseppe's Everything Italian is located at 1000 Eagle Ridge Drive in Cherville, just north of the Showplace Theaters. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery. 219-322-0011 or visit Giuseppe'sPizza.net.
Giuseppe's is now serving wine.
This is Doug Johnson on guitar. He's come to believe everything should be easy. That's because earlier this week, Doug discovered something that changed his life. A Toro Personal Pace Walk Power More that effortlessly moved with him, automatically adjusting to his walking speed. With no lessons required. Toro. Count on it.
This and all Toro products are available at Gus Bach Ace Hardware in their 3 locations, Lansing, Dyer, and Munster, serving the region since 1896.
Welcome back to the Sports Jam here on AM 1230 WJOB. We're talking some Hawks.
So tomorrow's game is on NBC Sports Network as well as Game 3 on Monday. Can you believe that they don't put all the games on regular NBC?
That was weird. I don't understand that. This is the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, I know hockey's not the most popular sport in America, but this should be on national television.
These are not only are these major market teams. This isn't Phoenix versus Carolina.
Right.
This is major market.
Right. The original 6 matchup.
Right. I didn't check the ratings for Wednesday's game. I'm assuming they were huge.
Had to be.
I'm just assuming.
Had to be.
Because hockey's has been growing. You got 2 major markets. The Hawks are huge. Boston's huge.
Yep.
I can't believe that they're going to put these games on NBC Sports Network where everyone can't even see them because some networks don't pick it up. Some areas don't pick it up. What are they playing instead of the Hawks game?
Who knows?
Tomorrow?
Who knows?
What are they playing Monday? What's scheduled on Monday at 7? That they're like,
My guess is American Idol.
That's Fox, isn't it?
Is that Fox?
I'm pretty sure it's
got to be some
dancing show or something.
Factor X, X Factor, whatever's on there. You know, that's stupid.
Yeah, Sam, why don't you look that up if you can? Check the rundown, the schedule for NBC Monday at 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern, which it'll probably be listed as. All right, so let's talk about the game. What do they need to improve on?
They got to come out hot. I thought they were slow in the first game.
Can't let Lucic score 2 goals off the bat.
Right. I mean, they just look slow that first game coming right out of the box. They gotta get up the tempo.
So what players specifically need to improve their game? Need to step up?
The big guys: Kane, Taves, Hossa, Sharp. They all got to step up. I mean, they aren't scoring any goals. They really didn't show up.
None of them had goals.
No.
I believe Hossa had an assist.
Hossa had the assist. Well, Hossa's, in my mind, the greatest player on on the ice.
Really?
That's just
for both
me.
teams?
For both teams. That's just me.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I believe Oduya has more goals than Taves right now in the playoffs.
I wouldn't doubt
Oduya
it.
has 3, Taves has 2. If it wasn't for Kaner's hat trick, he wouldn't be having a very good series after that Minnesota one.
He'd have what, 1 goal?
No,
throughout the playoffs.
I don't know. You can Sam, you can check that too. Patrick Kane's goals this playoffs. I think he might have I don't know, maybe 7 or 8. I don't know. We should probably look
Without that.
No, I think he has it now.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
All right.
So, where are you gonna watch the game at?
Watching the game, probably my buddy's house. I like watching a game at a house. You can concentrate more than watching it at the bar.
You don't
Too many
like
distractions there.
You don't like being around all those people?
No. There's some people who are just there to drink and, be part of the crowd and not pay attention to the game. So I'd rather watch it with people who know what's going on. I can hear what's going on TV. Can watch it, no distractions. So.
All right, so I got the numbers on my phone.
What's that?
On my awesome Blackhawks app. Patrick Kane has 6 goals. So take away that
Take away
hat
the
trick.
3, yeah. So
he's
we
at
got
3. So that was pretty
close
close.
enough.
Yeah, right now it's Sharp and Bickle with 8 goals apiece, leading the team.
Yep.
And Duncan Keith, 9 assists, leading the team. And Hossa leading in points with 15.
Of course. That's what I say. He's the greatest on the ice.
Jonathan
Matty
Taves,
on.
1 goal. Michael Handzus, 2 goals. How does that feel?
For Handzus?
That knowing that Taves has less goals than Handzus.
He's got to step it up, man. He's the captain. He's our go-to guy. As he goes, so goes the Hawks. So he's really got to step it up.
Man.
It's a Stanley Cup. You have to step up your game.
You
I
have
don't care
to.
who you
I don't think he's going to get the Conn Smythe this year.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen. But I do think Crawford made a good step towards getting that Conn Smythe.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Filling my prediction.
Still going
All right.
Sharpie.
So let's talk about Bolig, Brandon Bolig, and Victor Stahlberg. Bolig is going to play again on Saturday.
Good.
Stahlberg in the white unis today at practice.
Good. Bolig should be out there.
What's this world coming to?
What Stahlberg hasn't done anything. Bolig came out on Wednesday night, put up 14 and a half minutes of ice time, made some big hits.
He had 7 hits.
Had some takeaways. He's pretty solid.
Stahlberg can hit.
Stahlberg.
He's got the size to, at least.
He does. He's fast.
He doesn't have the mentality to hit.
If you're not producing, why put him out there?
How many assists did Bolig have last night?
I don't know. I don't think he had anything.
I think he may have had 1, actually.
He might have.
I kind of regret saying that. But my point is, neither one of those guys are going to show up in the score sheet too much. They both do things.
No.
I mean, besides hits, Bolig will have the hits.
That's why he's out there, because Boston is so physical.
But they shouldn't be playing. They shouldn't change their game to match Boston. They should play to their strength, and their strength is speed, offense, quick strike.
But Stahlberg's not producing.
But Stahlberg is that speed they need to dump and chase. He loves the little chip,
pass,
chip and go around the defenseman.
I agree.
You need to bring out a bully to try and out-bully the Bruins, I think.
And Bolig is that bully.
I know. And I'm saying I don't think they need that.
I think they do. They got Bolig. They got Shaw. Bickle's there. They can rough some guys up. We'll be all right.
Did you see Shaw lay a hit on Chara?
I did.
That's pretty nice.
That was impressive.
God, that must have felt good. I loved Doc Emmerich. His what he said. It's like he said something about Shaw and Chara is like a second grader pushing around a sixth grader.
Oh yeah.
He said maybe eventually the second grader will get a good one on him or something like that. Like that's perfect because Shaw is like a second grader, the annoying little yippy guy, just like smack you around just to be a jerk.
And he's always there. He's like a gnat.
He really is. He's like the AJ Pierzynski of this team.
Right.
He plays hard. He plays, with his hair on fire. He'll annoy the crap out of you.
Will.
He won't necessarily break the rules or do anything wrong, but he'll just annoy the crap out of you.
I agree.
All right, so that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you, Sam, the intern's intern, for stepping in and talking some NBA
We
finals.
have one more announcement here.
Oh, we do. Pat Renwick wants us to give him a shameless plug.
Gave me this. Tomorrow morning, 6 to 9 a.m., every Saturday, you can listen to the Bass Buzz. And tomorrow, Pat is having ESPN's Gary Klein at 8 a.m. He is an Elite Series Tour pro on the Bassmaster. So those of you who want to get out there, check it out.
Make sure you check that out. You like fishing?
I'm not a big fisher. I don't have the patience to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait some more.
I agree. I think I'd like to go harpooning, but maybe not fishing.
Yeah.
I would love to. That's more instant. You just jab a big stick right at a fish. But the show should be pretty good. I know a lot of people like fishing in this area.
Absolutely.
Fishing's a big deal.
Pat's a character, so make sure you tune in.
Oh, it's going to be a good time.
It will be.
What's his name again?
Gary Klein,
Gary
ESPN.
Klein.
8 a.m. He's on.
Does not know what he's in for with Pat Renwick.
He does. He does not. No.
It's going to be a good time. Make sure you check that out. All right, that's going to do it for us today. What's going to be your tagline today?
It's going to be have a great afternoon, region.
Mine's going to be latest on the Menjay, which is an I Love You Man reference. Paul Rudd.
You're listening to AM 1230 WJOB in Hammond, Indiana.